Welcome, welcome, welcome.
We are Blonde Sisters.
From Other Misters.
I am Michelle MUA.
I'm Jazara the Savvy Diva.
And we are here to talk about stuff that we have not talked about in a minute.
We've been gone. But we're back. I'm always singing.
Yes, that's one of the questions. One of the questions. So, happy post Juneteenth. Juneteenth we celebrated last week.
And happy belated Father's Day.
Happy belated Father's Day to all the great fathers and father figures and father-like folk out in the world.
Father-like folk.
Father-like folk.
Yes.
So, what did you get into last week?
I've been busy.
You've been busy. What you been doing?
A lot of stuff.
Busy.
I've been busy.
I've been busy. Okay.
Yeah. Listen, I have had an epiphany about myself. Yes, like reflecting a lot. I had a lot of time last week because I was home because school is over, and I was thinking,
you lived.
Yeah, like I slept, I got up, I let the dogs out, I fed the dogs and cats, and then I got back into bed. I slept till like 12, then got up again, like today, because y'all was like on me, like get up. No, I'm taking my time. But anyway,
we talked to you at like 8:30, and you was like, yeah.
It was about 9. It was about 9-ish.
It was about 8:30.
And I was like, why are they calling me so early? Anyway, it was not 7:30. You know, we always 7:30.
It was like 8:30.
Listen, our production has been having some issues because HR has been called on Michelle and I, and we're trying to understand, like, how can you work with somebody that reported you?
First of all, he reported us to us. And then he is refusing to do things. He's being really obstinate today. He is not
running around the set like I'm washing dishes.
He is not following the instructions, and he is refusing to comply with the agreements. So I'm really looking to get some like documentation.
Yeah, down. You think you are going to HR? HR is us.
You come report us.
So guess what we're gonna do?
So we're going to now do something different.
No more lunch.
I will offer a 10% increase in raise.
And he can buy a gallon of water and sit on the side and sip it with a long straw because he wants us to drink water.
But 10% of nothing is
nothing.
Great.
Okay.
So moving on. Moving right along.
Weekly rant. So before I was interrupted by the HR complaint, I was talking about my self-reflection.
Yeah.
I've been off of work for a week because school is out now.
Mm-hmm.
And I was thinking about the original thought of self-doubt.
Okay.
And I bring that up because reflecting back on this whole year, I've been through a whole lot this whole year. And I was wondering, like, sometimes when I start doubting myself, doubting my strength, doubting whether I have, if I'm too weak to move forward with anything that I'm dealing with, I trace it back to the day I gave birth.
Oh.
Because I, as a woman, felt like I wasn't a real woman if I did not deliver my child vaginally.
So that is an age-old argument. Because there are women who say if you didn't deliver your child vaginally, you had a C-section, you cheated.
Mm-hmm.
But let me tell you something. I had one each way, neither way, don't recommend. So, like, you trade pain for pain. Like, one is pain after.
Yeah.
One is sore after. Either way, I don't recommend either. I recommend all the pain medicine and drugs and epidurals and things to, like, kind of dampen the situation so that you can deal with this. Why do we think that we have to be in pain to actually be validated for the experience?
I don't know. Like, I think because I was looking forward to actually having a full-on vaginal birth Like I remember watching so many shows while I was pregnant. Like I used to watch. It was on what was that show? Like the TLC network. They would have like birthday.
Yep,
where
I love
they
that show.
did like a documentary of women going through like their actual
Yep.
birth. And I look forward to actually delivering my child vaginally. So when I was the in my room, you know, I had a private room, and I felt like it was my duty to bring my child into the world vaginally, and I felt cheated when they let me know. My doctor, Dr. Now, shout out to Dr. Now, he was like, your pelvic bone is too narrow, so you want to keep being in labor, but we got to take this baby. And I was like, I cried. I'm like, no,
But you always cry.
You said I'm always a
You always cry. You always cry.
I do. I'm very sensitive, but that I believe was when my self-doubt sort of grew. I remember even before I got pregnant, like I was very confident and just like taking on any extreme challenges, and like I'm woman, hear me roar. And then to have that taken away from me, that option of actually vaginally delivering my child, and then being told that I was going to have to be put under, well, no, I was going to be awake.
You had to get the epidural.
I had to get the epidural, and that was a whole process because y'all know how dramatic I am. But you know, going through the labor and the labor pains, I really did not feel a whole lot. But then actually being wheeled into the operating room, I got on my doctor's nerves. Like they put me out. I actually saw him pull my child out. I gave him a kiss, everything. But I got on my doctor's nerves so much because I asked a lot of questions, and I was getting very like anxious and was trying to get up off the operating table. And they were like, sir, to the anesthesiologist, and they put me out. So I woke up being wheeled out of the room. So again, the whole experience, I felt cheated.
I'd have knocked your behind out as soon as I told you you was gonna get a C-section.
It's like
I'd have got a club and bashed inside your head.
I'm like, what are y'all doing? Why did like the instruments that Dr. Niles used on me? They were called Kelly. So y'all know, I know I always go by my pen name, Jazara Savvy Diva, but my birth name is Kelly. And when they were trying to open me up, the doctor was like, give me the Kelly 221. And I'm like, why do you keep calling my name? And he put me out. He was like, I've had enough. She's asking too many questions. She's talking about she feels my hand on her stomach. Like,
I honor the man for engaging this nut for the amount of time that they were engaged.
They were sick of me. I remember being in the recovery room, and I was telling the nurse, like, I'm so thirsty. And she was like, ma'am, you have to just relax. I took my washcloth that they kept. I asked for a washcloth. I said, can I get a cold washcloth, a cold, wet washcloth? Every time the nurse turned her head, I sucked the water out of the washcloth and then put it back on my forehead.
Talk about third world country.
Yes. She was sick of me.
If you don't sound like a Negro spiritual.
Yelled at me and said, if you don't stop, you could go into shock. And I was like, I'm just thirsty. Like, I'm hot as hell. I had a fever.
True story. True story. The night that I had, so when I had my daughter, you know, regular birth. I was starving when I finally had her because I was in labor like 2 days. I was like starving. So when I went in labor with the boy, I was like, I'm gonna fix you. So we went to.
You ate her.
Girl, did I? We went to Copper Canyon. I got a prime rib. I got a pitcher of root beer. I got that chocolate dessert they used to have. I ate that. I ate the steak. I didn't eat none of the rest of the stuff because
you just wanted some meat.
Because when he finally dropped, when I went to labor, when he finally dropped, I could actually eat. Because before, he was just sitting there in my stomach. I felt full all the time. It was miserable. I cried myself in the labor, and I don't cry. So like that was rough. So I went to the hospital with a smile on my face.
I bet.
I was like, yeah, bitch, I'm not hungry. And I went on in, and the nurse was like, well, you know, you can have a little ice chips if you're really hungry. I was like, I'm not hungry. So like, after about
something you don't know.
I know something you don't know. So after about 6 hours of trying to labor, they go, you're going to have a C-section. Nobody asked me if I'd eaten anything. I didn't offer anything. So So I got my epidural, for which didn't work.
Oh gosh.
It only went down one side, so they had to take it out, do it again, move it up. That one worked partially on one side, so then they had to give me the good stuff when we got there, and so I didn't feel nothing down below. And so I'm listening to them doing all the things, and I'm like, oh, what's happening?
You didn't feel the pressure?
I felt pressure. Okay. I felt like the tugging and the pressure.
I felt the tugging.
But I watched enough Operation to know that what was happening. And so at one point, the curtain that was up was kind of falling down. So I was like, ooh, what's that? And then I put it back up. And I'm like, oh, no, I want to see. And they wouldn't let me see it. And I was mad.
I asked for the recording. I was like, can I get the recording of the
I'd have looked at you like I would have looked at you like they looked at you. Like you're absolutely fucking ridiculous.
Dr. Now was like, Miss,
no.
Go to sleep.
Good night.
I've had enough.
So had the C-section, had the boy. The boy came out double cord around his neck with a knot, and he came out with his hands around his cord.
That's how I was born.
That's how you were born?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God. So I got another one here. So he came out. He was so pretty and so big. He was almost 10 pounds. And they put him on me and rolled him on, and we rolled us both into the recovery room. And I had about, 5 minutes of glory. And then I started throwing up like my life was over.
Oh, wow.
Everything came up. Everything. Because I ate. And I was so fucking mad because it tasted just the same going up. So it was good. But then I was hungry, and I was like, God damn it, I didn't want to be hungry. And then I was hungry again.
Oh my gosh. Talk about greedy. She wanted the before and after.
I was in heaven, like I done got the unlock. Bitch, I ain't hungry.
You ain't hungry.
I ain't had no pain. Because that epidural was still going. I had a cute little baby right there. And people came back to see me. They was bringing me shit. And I was like, yeah, I'm winning.
He was born with little blonde tips on his hair.
Oh, that's so cute.
Yeah, a little bit. Because I have a blonde patch. My birthmark is a blonde patch in the back of my hair. And so when I saw his little blonde tips, I was like, oh.
So Amina had a gray streak right here when she was born. Yeah, when they were born. Gray streak.
Oh, wow. I just missed that.
I know, it went away. It went away.
So
anyway, it is a nostalgia. Boom.
That was
your self-doubt.
It doesn't sound like yours was self-doubt, that experience. But for me, that was I had to think back, and that's where I believe my self-doubt was born, because I was not able to achieve giving birth the way I thought made me a real woman.
Well, I don't know where my self-doubt was born. I think I've always had it in the back of my head. Me as the only child, I spent a lot of my time by myself. So my imagination was my partner and companion. And, imaginations and not being fed with the right things. And we were raised in the 80s.
Yeah.
So TV raised us.
Yeah.
And I was watching all things, Nickelodeon, Saved by the Bell, all those things, listening to all these. I had no reason to have self-doubt. I've always been poured into. My father, on the other hand, he has like his different opinions about things, and voices them in a way that it's not always so productive. But my mother was always my major like cheerleader. So I never really had like a bunch of self-doubt from outside. It all came from inside. Am I good enough? Is this going to be good enough? Am I smart enough? Am I pretty enough? Am I going to perform well? Am I going to do well? So I've always known I've had to go the extra mile. So I don't think I got that from anything. I think it was just developed. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, I agree, but then I can't really put myself in that category, because like I said, I was reflecting back and thinking about how fearless I was before I even became pregnant. Like I just made decisions, did stuff. I was just always trying different things. I went to nail school. I went to be a nursing assistant. I became an EMT. Like I just did stuff. And I feel like after giving birth to him, I started questioning like if I was good enough. Even, once I went into the corporate world, like I always second guess myself.
Wait, that's human nature though.
Yeah. So anyway.
Have you got any self-doubts that you curated and gone over? That'd be lovely to
let us know.
Put
Hit
it in
us
the
up in the comments.
Next up, my favorite part.
Crazy ass news. Listen. We need your donation so that we can afford to get
some jingles.
some
jingles.
And sound effects. Okay. Mm-hmm. So, crazy ass news.
Don't know if you know. This article is from the 21st of June.
That was a couple of days ago.
It was 2 days ago. All right. In Las Vegas, Nevada, a strange monolith found jutting out of the rocks in a remote mountain range near Las Vegas has been taken down by authorities.
Well, let me stop you right there.
Yes.
Because our audience might not know what a monolith is.
It looks like... Let me see if I can make it big. Shout out to AP. It looks like that. So, oh, look at all that wine I spilled under my keyboard. So it looks like that. It looks like a little monument. But it's like a little glass square thing.
Yes.
Probably left from our neighbors from upstairs in the outside. So anyway, going back to what that it's called a monolith. It looks like an obelisk, but because it wouldn't be an obelisk because it's not pointing on the top. So I don't. Anyway, it is a something. So, a big shiny square. So prism rather. Big shiny prism. Okay, so. The authorities took that down. How it got there is unsolved. It remains unknown how the item got to its location or who might be responsible, Las Vegas police said on Friday in a series of posts on X announcing the removal of the glimmering 6'4" prism. Its discovery of the weekend and quick removal because its public safety and environmental issues revived a pandemic-era mystery that captured the public's imagination when shiny monoliths evoking the object that appears in the Stanley Kubrick movie 2001 Space Odyssey began to appear around the globe. Pretty certain that the people upstairs are shooting down to see when we're going to stop stinking so they can come here. Members of Las Vegas Police search and rescue team found the object near Gas Peak, part of the vast Desert National Wildlife Refuge, where bighorn sheep and desert tortoises can be found roaming. It is the latest discovery in a series of mysterious columns that have popped up since at least 2020. In November of that year, a similar metal monolith was found deep in the Mars-like landscape of Utah's Red Rock Desert. Then came sightings in Romania, Central California, New Mexico, and the famed Fremont Street in downtown Las Vegas. All of them disappeared as quickly as they popped up, adding to the lore.
Yeah, you can't convince me that them not aliens.
This thing is not from another world, Lieutenant Nick Street of Utah's Department of Public Safety said at this time. The Utah monolith, believed to be the first in its series, has been embedded in the rock in the area so remote that officials didn't immediately reveal its location for fear people getting lost or stranded trying to find it. But the internet sleuths quickly found the coordinates, and hordes of curious tourists eager to see and touch the otherworldly object have arrived, flattening plants with their cars and leaving behind human waste in a bathroom-free back country. So there's more stuff down here. I got this off the Associated Press. Bottom line is we got long sticks getting stuck in the ground. They're probably getting ready to come take over the world because we stink, or they're waiting to see if we're going to reelect the orange guy so they can come and like obliterate us and take us out of our stupid misery or some kind of other thing. But here we are. We have been confirmed that we have been visited by people from other planets. They had a whole thing,
That was
and then
last
as
fall.
quick as they said it in Congress,
They
they
didn't talk about it no more.
and we're still talking about Big Back Marjorie Taylor Greene. So,
so this reminds me of the TV show, the TV series on Apple Plus TV, and it's called, oh my gosh, what is the name of it? It's like all of these structures started appearing throughout the country, and it was like there was no explanation, and then all of a sudden all these like machine bots were like shooting at humans and taking over each city. That is what that sounds like to me, because there was like unexplained structures appearing.
You know what it sounds like to me? Sounds like we need to get our pew-pews. That's what it sounds like to me. That's what it sounds like to me. Get your pew-pews ready.
Get your pew-pews ready.
Get your pew-pews ready. And don't make them automatic. Make them manual with a I want to call it rotator, but that's not what it's called. With the round thing. The pew-pew with the round thing.
Pew-pew.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
Yeah,
you don't want an automatic or a semi-automatic, because those can get dirty if you drop it in the ground. They don't work as often as well as a revolver. There it is. So yeah. So the revolvers, you can like throw them in the ground, and those pew-pews really work. But yeah, it sounds like we need to get a pew-pews.
Yeah. What's it called? No, it wasn't the foundation. I can't think of the name.
Might have been the foundation, because they ended up going on the ground.
No, I don't think it was the one.
Anyway, you know what it sounds like to me? Alienation. When the aliens with the eggheads and the moles came down, they would drink spoiled milk and get drunk. That's what it sounds like to me.
And eat birds, eat parakeets.
And they eat parakeets.
Yeah.
When they put the milk in the cabinet and he pulled out that shot glass, I was done. And it was clumpy. Ew. Okay, anyway. All right, so there's the crazy ass news.
Next
So
week I'll tell y'all what that show is. I can't think of it right now, and then I'll have to search on my phone.
Yes, at least I found out the word for the pew pew. So
pew pew pew. I'm gonna keep saying pew pew
pew pew pew pew. All right, so
okay, so hypothetically.
Oh Lord, here we go.
Wow, you know how I do. So I was scrolling through IG yesterday, and I came across this. It's a social experiment, and it's called the Blind 8.
Mm-hmm.
And it's cheers to social bravery. Mm-hmm. So basically, this guy, so they have it here in DC. So I want us to try this out. Mm-hmm. But they also have one in New York.
Okay.
From what I saw on the video, the guy who created this experiment, him and his brother created it. Mm-hmm. I might be wrong, don't quote me, but this is what I took from the video. The one guy was here in DC, the other guy was in New York. Mm-hmm. And so one of them was standing on the corner with a sign that said, "Dinner tonight at my place for 8." And they had this sign-up sheet for anybody that's walking down the street and see him standing there, but they only will reserve 8 spots for random people to sign up and have dinner with these particular people
in somebody's house.
At somebody's house.
Child.
So the one, now I will say, the one in DC, they went to a spot, like say up in Georgetown or wherever, at a like a bar or a place to eat, a bar and grill.
Okay.
The one in New York, they actually went to somebody's house. And so I was sitting there like, could I do that? Like, I see where they're going. They're trying to, it says 8 strangers, 1 dinner, countless stories. We bring 8 strangers together at 1 dinner party to make your city feel a little smaller. So y'all know, over the course of these 33 videos that Michelle and I have posted,
it's been 33.
You have gotten a little glimpse of our personalities, including the bloopers.
Okay.
You have gotten a glimpse of our personalities. Some say, as my dear friend Kelly, the other guest that we had, said I was high strung. I'm very dramatic, right? But I am down for an experiment Now I have to have control over
Then
the
that makes it
environment.
not an experiment.
I have to have control over the
This shit,
environment.
man.
So I think I would prefer the DC version because they're going to a bar or like a little restaurant,
But
right?
I don't understand where that's an experiment. I would sit down with 8 people at a bar or a restaurant. That's not a big deal.
That 8 people that you don't know.
Yeah, I talk to people all day long.
Yeah, I mean
know.
I do, but I don't even think organically that happens, right? You're sitting there
If
talking.
I go someplace and I'm having lunch and there are no more seats, I will ask someone if I can join them at their table. And I will sit down, and then to not be rude, I will introduce myself. And then if I'm in the mood, most of the time I'm not, but if I'm in the mood to talk, then, if they look like they want to have a conversation and converse, I won't be rude. But sometimes I'm like, can I just share this table with you?
Mm.
And there we go.
Yeah, but so that's different though. So the environments are controlled in a sense because the people in DC, they are renting out this space and these 8 random people are showing up and you don't really have control over like where you're being fed, what's being served, and the conversation, right?
That'd be the end of that.
But then in the New York version, they are going to someone's actual
no, ma'am,
house.
I might end up being
Right?
someone's dinner, and I don't want to be there. I
So
want to go
we
to
are on the same page because you know how our minds think. I'm like, are they going to?
I don't want to be
me.
there. You know what I think about? I think about in the Silence of the Lambs where Hannibal had that man in that wheelchair, and his head was topped open, and he was serving that Bama his own brains, and he was eating it. Talking about it's good.
Yes. Now listen, would you go?
Nope. Because I don't want to be dinner. I don't want to be served with a Chianti.
No. I'm saying because my first question was because you're by yourself and you're going to join 7 other people. But if it's just me and you, right?
No.
We're all walking down the street.
Nope.
We see this person, and so they already got 5 people signed up. So me, you, and James put our name on the list. We're the other 3.
I would go if I could go with someone else that I knew. I would. Nope. Never mind. I wouldn't go. I'm not lying. Hell no.
The 3 of us.
Okay. He ain't that big. I'm a heavyweight. You a punk. We would never get out.
Did you say I'm a punk?
You are a punk.
I am not.
What?
She called me a punk. Did you hear that? She is lying. She know I am with it. I'm about it.
They were bust Kelly inside her head while she's over the corner crying. She'd be over the corner crying like, oh my God, we're gonna die. I didn't say you were a bitch.
No, she said you're little.
oh, he just did. Okay, well, so my husband
she is playing around right now with her perspective on me. You know, I know you, but she know me. Like, I am not gonna let nobody
first of all
rough us up.
No, but she be crying while she beating that ass.
I'ma be a little hysterical, but I'ma fuck you up. Like, no. I cannot believe you said that. We're going to pause this because I'm about to go in on her. I can't believe you said that.
So they gonna tell me that they're not gonna do nothing. They gonna, but
we gonna leave you. We gonna leave you.
You can't leave me because I won't be there. I don't know what you're talking about. You can't leave me. I won't be there.
We're gonna leave you.
First of all, I don't run.
She didn't call us punks, brother.
I didn't call you punks. I said he's small.
You called me
one. I called you a punk. I did not call you a bitch.
Do you think that I'm gonna let somebody intentionally harm us without fighting?
I didn't say you would not let someone harm. I never said that. I said you a punk would not go.
In the sense of what?
If we sit, picture it, y'all. Listen, picture it. I didn't say you were a little bitch.
Right.
I said we'll be sitting at a table with 8 people.
And you think I'm a punk?
And we'll be eating.
My attitude.
If.
It's 5 people.
5 other people, yes.
5 other people.
Yes.
Okay, so we'll be sitting with 8 people total.
Yes.
There's 8 of us. Mm-hmm. And we're in a room having dinner, and the Gestapo come up in there, and they got the pew-pews, and they got all kinds of stuff. Kelly's ass would be like, oh my God.
No, I'm not. You have never been around me in no high intense situation. I think so clear and I'm strategic in my thinking. I am not punking out. I've already mapped out like what
Here's
I
the
would
reason
do.
why my black ass would not be at the table.
I'd
be outside in the car with the pew pew having y'all's location.
Go. I am thinking strategically.
I did not call you a little bitch. I said you a little.
He ain't worried about. He not worried about her calling me a punk. He worried about her.
I did not call him a little bitch. My husband is not the biggest of people. I
don't know. Listen. I don't even know why she faking. Like when you really, if you really knew me, I think on a strategic level. Whenever I go anywhere, I'm always like, okay.
I have no doubt that you would
rise to.
I have no doubt that you would rise to the occasion. I have no doubt.
Okay.
I have no doubt. The reason why I would not have been there in the first place is because I have doubt in the rest of the world. It has nothing to do with the.
That's not the.
I never called you a little bitch.
That ain't the same. What you saying right now ain't the same because you called me a punk and you. I'm not. Listen.
First of all,
I
probably would be sitting there not saying anything to anybody. I'd be watching around.
Let me tell y'all how I'm not a punk. Let me just rewind back 2 years, okay? I had a contract with the youth detention center. We went in there, and the last day on site, a fight broke out on the unit. And my strategic mind, I don't even let nobody see me sweat. When I saw the little friendly CEO doing all her chit, I was doing like this. I was packing up my shit. And I was ready because I was like, something is about to pop off. Strategically, I've already had in my mind. I'm not like, what's going on? I picked up everything, backed up, had my back up against the wall, and was like, it's time to go. Long as don't nobody touch me, I was trying to get my partner out the room. Like, let's go. Don't get involved. Let's go. Okay?
Okay.
Anyway, because look, I didn't close my laptop down because she didn't told me I'm a punk and called my brother a little skinny. No, she didn't say bitch.
I never said that. I said, if you've ever seen my husband, Fat and James in the same sentence would not be together. Okay?
We're not going to turn the camera around.
What
how much do you weigh, honey?
Oh, look at that middle finger rise.
What we are going to do is ignore.
You can ignore me all you want to. It doesn't negate the fact that he weighs less than 150 pounds. His hair is included in that.
We're not talking about him. I'm the talent.
And this one will be crying and fighting at the same time.
I will.
And y'all, thank y'all for being with us today. The scrawny man turned the camera off, and so
good night.
Yeah, good night.
If you have any comments or concerns, voice them down below. We'll see.
Let us know how you like it, and we'll be seeing you next week from the woods.
From the woods.
Camping.